we are going to create our shark attack game. So we have the shark, we have our fishes, 10 of them, and we have our octopus, the bad guy. If I click the game, the shark needs to eat as many fishes as it can. However, the octopus, if the octopus gets to the shark, then game over. Okay, let's see. So the shark is trying to eat as many fishes as it can. Try not to touch the octopus. Ooh, game over. Let's try it again. So as you can see, we've had 6 fish eaten by the shark in that episode. Another one, green flag, clicked. Oh, game over already before we even start the game. Okay, another one. Okay, let's see if this would work. 1, 2. As you can see, the fish disappears when the shark has eaten the fish. Okay, I'm trying to go down. Hurry up. Oh, game over. Alright, so that's what we're going to try and create. We need to first of all talk about what an algorithm is. An algorithm is a sequence of instructions used by a computer to perform a task or solve a problem. So it is another name for a program of instructions or script. What we want to make sure with our algorithm is that our algorithm must be precise, so each step is unambiguous. It should stop eventually, so we have our game over in this program. It should have steps that are followed in a specific sequence. So I know the shark is moving about. When the fish has been eaten, the fish disappears. And we also know that if the octopus gets to our shark, then game over. So the steps needs to be ordered. Each step should also be carried out. So let's have a look at our first algorithm in this game. The first one is the shark. So that's what its algorithm looks like. So I'm going to have it in pseudocode. That's just another way of writing our algorithm in English-like format. So when green flag is clicked, we are going to go on forever. The mouse is going to be used as the pointer. The shark is going to move 15 steps each time. And if the shark is on the edge, it is going to bounce. After that, we will set the rotation to left, right. So it's going to rotate. We're then going to go on to the next costume. So we're going to have a costume where the shark is opening its mouth and closing it. Then we wait 0.1 second. The next algorithm we'll have is our fish. So this is what needs to happen with our fish. When the green flag is clicked, the fish would appear and then it will keep going until it touches the shark. When it touches the shark, then it will literally disappear. But in the meantime, it will keep moving. If it's on the edge, it will go back, it will bounce, and then that's the end if. We then set the rotation to left, right, and repeat. So this is a repeat because it means that it needs to keep moving around the ocean or the sea until it's been eaten by the shark. When it's eaten by the shark gets a point, and then we hide our sprite. So this is what the code will look like in Scratch. Then we have the octopus. The octopus When the green flag is clicked, we show the sprite. Now the octopus is going to be pointing in direction 90. Remember, 90 is right. It will keep going until it touches the shark. In the meantime, it will move 10 steps. If on edge, it would bounce because we don't want it to stick to the edge. And if. And then and repeat, that means that it will come out of that loop and then game over. We then hide the sprite. We now need to stop the game, so we would have stop all. So this is what our code will look like in Scratch for Octopus. Overall, we are going to create these 3 sets of code to make our game work. So we've got the algorithm for the shark, the algorithm for the fish, the algorithm for the octopus. So let's begin. I'm going to make a new file, save that. I'm going to make a new file, new, don't save. First, we need to delete our sprite. So delete this one. We then need to create a backdrop. So remember how to do this. We want one from the library. So click on this. And then we want the one that has water. So we're going to use underwater 3. Your turn. Have a go at finding that and change your backdrop. We now need to find our shark. So I'm going to create sprite from library. So click on that and I need to just find the shark. Okay, I have a go at finding the shark and then click OK. Now with my costume, I'm going to just make the shark a little bit smaller. So click on that and just shrink it down a little bit so it's not taking the whole space. Now this is our costume, so the shark looks, opens its mouth, closes its mouth. Right. We now need to write our script for our shark. So hopefully you've added your shark to your Scratch game. Now script. When clicked, so when the flag is clicked, event, drag, your turn. Control now, let's go to control. We want the forever. Let's go to looks, actually motion, and we want point towards mouse pointer. Your turn. We want it to move. So this time I'll just put move 15 steps. So it needs to be a little bit faster than the shark, than the octopus. Then we want it, when it's on edge, to bounce. And we want to set the rotation to left, right. Your turn, have a go at right, putting those 4 steps in. We then want the costume to change. So looks, we want the one that says next costume. Okay, your turn. Now go to control. We want it to wait 0.1 second. Alright, so now we've got our shark. We now need to have a sprite for the fish. So we're going to click here and look for fish. Now I'm going to use fish number 2. It's up to you which one you use. I mean, you can always add as many fish as you want. I'm just going to go with number 2 for now. Okay, now for this sprite, I'm going to write this set of algorithm. So, event, when clicked. So, I'll give you some time to just add your fish to your Scratch game. Go to event, when clicked. Now, when the green flag has been clicked, we want to have a show. So we want it to show. We then want it to repeat. Now we want a different repeat. We want the repeat until. So the repeat until is this one here. Gonna click there and drag. Your turn. Go to control, repeat until. We now want it to understand when it touches the mouse pointer for the shark, it would literally disappear. So I'm going to click on touching, have a go at doing that. So it needs to start moving. So this time it's going to move 4 steps. So it's going to move a bit slower than the shark. So go to motion, move 10 steps, change 10 to 4. We then want if on edge. Then we want to set the rotation. So set rotation style, going down. Alright, your turn. Have a go at putting those 3 lines in. Now we do need to have a variable called eaten because we need to keep a count how many times or how many fish the shark has ate. So go to data, make a variable eaten. Click OK. Your turn. We want to change eaten by 1. So every time the fish has been eaten, the counter will go up by 1. So the eaten would go up by 1, this variable. It's a variable because it's going to be changing. Now we want to hide. So looks and hide. There we are. Very good. Hopefully you've done that. Now because we need to have 10 fishes, we want to create a duplicate. But before we do that, as you can see, the fish is bigger than the shark. So if I go to costume, click on costume, click on the fish and just make it smaller. Okay, so it's now smaller than the shark. Then I'm going to duplicate the fish. So click on the fish, right click, duplicate. We're going to do that 10 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you can create other fishes to add to the collection, but for now I just want to just make it 10. So what I now need to do is just spread them around because this is their starting point. Now finally we need to have our octopus. So we're going to add Octopus, a new sprite, Octopus. Let's see where Octopus is. So click on add a new sprite. We want Octopus. Okay, your turn now. Add Octopus to your sprite. The octopus is slightly bigger, so we want it smaller. So costume, click, just make it a little bit smaller. Okay, that looks okay. Now I'm going to move it slightly bit down, just so that it doesn't, every time we start the game, we don't have the game over. Move the shark a little bit up. So now we've got a bit of space and a chance to eat all the fishes. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Octopus. And we're now going to write our algorithm for Octopus. So this is our script. So go to script, event, when clicked. Your turn. We now need to go to motion. Actually, let's go with looks. Let's do looks first. We need to show our octopus. So looks, then show. Your turn. We want our octopus to just go left, right. So motion, point in direction. We already have 90, so we know it's going right. It's going to go right, then it's going to then bounce. So we're going to create a repeat loop. So we now go to control. We need the repeat. It needs to keep repeating this until it touches the shark. So have a go. Your turn to write that piece of repetition into your script. Go to sensing. Sensing, touching. Now if we click on that, we drag it over, click, we need to change mouse pointer to shark. Click OK. And now looks. Maybe not. Let's go to motion. So motion is where the octopus is going to be moving. I'm going to click move 10 steps. If on edge, we want it to bounce. We then want it to say game over if it comes out of this loop. So it's going to keep going until it touches the shark. When it touches the shark, game over. So say game over. And we'll do that for 3 seconds. We then need to hide the octopus. Your turn, finish those set of lines. Now once game is over, we want to just stop the game. So control, and if you click on control, there is stop all. Hopefully you've done all these steps. We now obviously need to test it to see if our program actually works. So let's see if it works. Green flag. 1. Now I haven't actually told the shark to count up. So as you can see, the fish are not actually disappearing either. So we need to just look to see what's going on here. So stop. I need to tell the fish to disappear when it's so change eaten by 1 and then hide. Okay, so the problem I have is that the fish needs to be touching not the mouse pointer when the fish is touching the shark. So when the fish touches the shark, it would then disappear. Now I've got to do that for all of them. So I'm just going to go back. Shark. I mean, what I could do is I could just delete it all and then repeat. So I could just delete the ones I don't want. And then repeat the one that's got the right code. So there are a couple of ways you can do this anyway. So if I look, this is touching the shark. So now, so as a programmer, you always have this where you've done the code, something has gone wrong, and you still have to go back and fix it. So that's part of the fun of coding, is that you might not get it right the first time, and then let's see if that has worked. So now we're going to test it. I'm going to see if I can move all my shark a little bit. Let's move all the fish a little bit out, spread out, so that they're not all in one place. Now let's have a go at that now. Okay, so that's still not working. Ooh, game over. Okay, the game is definitely over. So let's see what's happening here. So if I go back to the fish, touching shark, move 4 steps, if on edge, rotate, change eaten by 1, and then hide. Let's try one more time. Green flag has been clicked. 1. Okay, I guess I've got to move it so it only eats the fish when... Okay, so it's working. Alright, let's see if I can avoid the... Oh, good. Okay, it is working. The counter is going up. Alright, well done if you have tried the game. Oh, game over. Okay, well done. Well, that's what the game should look like in practice. Alright, happy gaming. Hopefully you've learned about what algorithms are. So just to summarize what we are doing. So our algorithm is a set of instructions, sequence of instructions that the computer uses to perform a task, and is a name for a program of instructions or script. Alright, so hopefully you've learned what an algorithm is. If you have liked the video, so if it has been useful to you, please click the like button. Alright, I'm going to try the game one more time, just to see if it has worked. Oh, this is going to be a mission. Alright, have fun, play with your friends, see if your friends could get more fish than you, or if you can get more fish than them.